With the loss to the Pelicans in the play-in game, the San Antonio Spurs have officially been eliminated from all playoff contention and are going to start their rebuild, hopefully. Now, they're in a bit of a weird spot. They have an all-star, almost superstar caliber player in Dejounte Murray, and the rest of the team isn't very good. Realistically, they should have been tanking ever since Kawhi Leonard left, but they brought in DeMar DeRozan, and Greg Popovich is such a good coach that they were kind of competitive in that 5-8 kind of field in the Western Conference. Now, DeMar DeRozan is gone. Dejounte Murray is stepping up and showing that he's a stud, but the rest of the team is How long is Coach Pop's going to be around? Is he going to retire soon? Because he's looking old as fuck, having a bunch of those old man bandages on his head night in and night out. So it's just kind of a really weird spot. So what we're going to do is we're going to take over the San Antonio Spurs in the offseason, but let's go ahead and look over the players that we have at this point. Of course, Dejounte Murray had a stellar year in the most improved player conversation, led the league in steals, improved his shooting. Now his three-point shooting still is abysmal, but his mid-range shot is lethal. I really like what he does there. I really like his defense. I really like him as a facilitator this season. Trey Jones is a very serviceable backup. Struggled a little bit. I believe he was a second-round pick. His shooting is still abhorrent, as you can see, but he is a much better facilitator, and he's a legend in the G League. He just can't seem to get his shot to translate when he goes to the next level. Down in the G League, he can make three-pointers. He'll drop like 30-point games, and then in the NBA, he just misses every single wide-open shot. And here at the shooting guard position, their 11th overall pick, Joshua Primo, 11th, right? 12th. Really disagreed with this pick. I think he should have gone late first, maybe early second, and the Spurs in the lottery took him. Hypothetically, I can understand he was the youngest player in the draft, maybe showed a few flashes here and there of shot-making ability, but man, I could not disagree more with this pick. I think I gave it an F in my draft recaps. It was just such a bizarre pick, and it really hasn't panned out this season so far. He showed, the occasional nice shot here or there, maybe even a game of good buckets, but after that, he's just undersized, underskilled, just not very impressive. Lonnie Walker, another one of those big question marks. He's been a real project player for this team, has all the athletics in the world, and has some shot creations, shot making ability, but a lot of time he plays really dumb. And we're going to see what the Spurs are going to do this upcoming season if they're going to re-sign him. We did re-sign him in the offseason, give him a small contract extension, $7 million. He's going to be the backup shooting guard for the entirety of this rebuild. DJ Stewart, not very good. Devin Vassell, one of the untouchable players. He can certainly shoot the three, and a lot of people try to tell me he's not a 3-and-D guy. He's a 3-and-D guy. That's just a game that he plays. He catches the ball, he shoots it from the three, and he plays really good defense. I mean, how much more of a 3-and-D prospect can you get than that? Now, maybe in the future he'll have some creation abilities of his own, maybe start to bleed into more Mikal Bridges, but at this point, he shoots a three, he plays defense. Josh Richardson kind of had a career year quietly. He was a stud in Boston. Boston parlayed that into trading for Derek White, and he continued playing really well in San Antonio. I expect him to get a nice looking contract this offseason. I believe we re-signed him as well to a solid $2 million extension, but he has an $18 million player exception, which he's certainly going to take. Dougie McBuckets is here on 2 years, $27 million still. Going to shoot the three ball and not really provide much else. Romeo Langford came over in the trade. Don't really expect much from him. And Joe Wieskamp can shoot the three. He's just an awkward white guy. Probably not going to get a lot of minutes. Keldon Johnson is a bit of an interesting guy. So he's a super undersized power forward. He went to the Olympics courtesy of Greg Popovich because he got the special Spur treatment, and he brings a lot of energy to the team. He had a career year from the three-point line, at least for the first half of the season. He tailed off a little bit at the end. Let's see what he shot. Yeah, finished the season at 39%, just kind of an inconsistent, not great, not terrible, just a really from the three-point line. Can't get his own shot, is undersized. And it's just a bit of a question mark. Is his future really going to be that good? Is he a future piece to build around? I don't think so. I think he's going to be a really good, really solid role player at the best that he can be. But he's still young, 22 years old. We'll see what he's able to do in real life. Keita Bates-Diop, honestly, I don't know what he does. He drops 30 points on the Lakers and is a really okay Devontae Caycock has a fun name, and Robert Woodard doesn't really provide much to the team as well. As for the centers, it's actually in a pretty good spot. They have Jakob Poeltl, who is probably the most average, high-quality average center in the NBA. Dude blocks everything despite the fact that he can't jump to save his life. He's great on defense, a great roller, has a nice soft touch around the rim. He's not going to blow anybody away. He's not going to be in the top 5 center discussion, but he's probably 10, 15 really quality at that spot, and on a very nice contract still, $9 million. Zach Collins came over for dirt cheap. He's been injured nonstop for the entirety of his career, but when he plays a mean brand of bully ball. Reminds you a little bit of Zach Randolph. I really liked his play on the San Antonio Spurs. Wasn't, you know, superstar status, but he was nice. And Jacques Landale came over from Australia. He's definitely not 6'11". Probably say he's a little closer to 6'9", but he's the stretch 3 that they're looking for. And he played so well that they actually got rid of Drew Give It to Eubanks because they had Jacques Landale waiting in the wings, and he played a little bit better. So that is the roster right now. For the head coaching position, we're going to keep Popovich for now. If he does go on and retire, I'm not going to override it. I'm not going to say, oh, you need to stick around for another year. Pops is going to retire soon. Sooner rather than later, he's going to be out the door, and the Spurs are going to have to completely start over, build their own culture from scratch, and figure out what they're going to do. But for now, he's going to stay as the head coach, and we're going to go on to this year's draft class. Now, the fastest man of the class is Scottie Pippen Jr. and Ty Washington. Most agile is Scottie Pippen and Shadon Sharp. Highest vertical is Kenneth Brown and Yannick Nazosa. Highest bench press is Walker Kessler and Kenneth Lofton. And best shot three-pointer, Ochai Agbaji and Jeremy Sochan. And normally I would go and I'd trade all the draft picks and get like a top 5, top 4 pick with what the picks that the Spurs have. They have 9, 21, and 24. I'm just not going to do that for this video and probably for the foreseeable future. I like seeing how these guys play out when we draft in order. So we're just going to look at number 1 overall to the Houston Rockets. It's going to go Jabari Smith Jr. No surprises here. My favorite player of the class, can get buckets, a little Kevin Durant-y. Number 2 to the Magic, I would say Chet Holmgren. Probably Chet. Benedict Mathurin. What are you doing? NBA logic. All right, number 3 to the Pistons goes Chet Holmgren. Very good pickup for them. Number 4 to the OKC Thunder is going to go Jaden Ivey, I want to say. Paulo Banchero. All right, number 5 should go Jaden Ivey or Shadon Sharp. Jaden Ivey. And let's go ahead and sim to, I believe we are the 9th pick. Who is available for us? Shadon Sharp is sitting here. I mean, I know that we have zero need for a point guard or a guard whatsoever. But could you imagine Shadon Sharp and Dejounte Murray on the same team? Figure out whatever we're going to do with Josh Primo, Lonnie Walker, Keldon Johnson. I got to take it. Highest potential upside. I got to go with Shadon Sharp. And let's go ahead and simcast to the next pick. What is it, 19 or something? They have 2 late firsts. Here we are. What is the pick? 21st? Yeah. Probably not a lot of great players left here. Dyson Daniels is here. Ousmane Dieng is definitely an interesting prospect. Caleb Houston would be a good backup guard for us. Yeah, let's go Ousmane Dieng. And then if Jaden Hardy's still available at 25, I think he's too good of a talent to give up on. He could definitely get buckets. Dyson Daniels would be nice. Wendell Moore, Harrison Ingram, Caleb Houston. John Montero is still here, but we already have a good backup point guard. I feel like Jaden Hardy's a little bit slept on in this draft class, so we're going to go ahead and take him. And we'll sim to the last pick that we have. Looks like Kofi Cockburn was taken, so we're just going to take Ronnie Babcock and call it a day. I think we made out with a pretty good haul in this draft class. 3 draft picks, first of all, in a potentially deep class. Isn't too bad, of course. Jabari Smith Jr., best in class. I don't know how Benedict Mathurin went number 2, but we did okay. Shadon Sharp definitely going to be a, I guess he's going to play the 2 or the 3. We're going to have to really figure out the rotation. We're going to run a 3-guard lineup and figure out what we're doing after that. Team player options, everybody's going to come back and or get traded just because that's the way we do it here. Joe Wieskamp, I guess can get a contract. Robert Woodard, no thank you. Even though you are a 69 overall. And what my plan is that we're going to be bad this year and we're going to attack free agency next season. Hypothetically, we could go get a Kyrie Irving, James Harden. Just doesn't seem like something that we would do. So if we look at the roster right now, it's going to be Dejounte Murray and Trey Jones. The point guard situation is set. The 2 guard is a big question mark. The 3 guard, the 4. Like realistically, what we should do is package Devin Vassell and Keldon Johnson and get somebody that's got a much higher upside to play the 3 for us. Play Sheldon Sharp at the... Why did I call him Sheldon? Shadon Sharp at the 2. Have Josh Primo, I guess, backing him up. And then figuring out what the heck we're going to do at the 4 and the 5. I'm just not sure really what the value is that we can get. Giving away Keldon Johnson, Devin Vassell. There are only young guys as well. Do we really want to give up on the future? They just don't develop in 2K. Damn, Donovan Mitchell is just sitting here. That's tough. That's tough. Do I turn down Donovan? I'm going to take it and flip Donovan Mitchell. We're going to call it a 3-team trade, but when Donovan Mitchell just becomes available, you got to do something with it. You got to say, please come to my team and just see what you can get after that. Josh Giddey, Pascal Siakam. So we're going to have to make a couple trades here. First off, we're going to take Jalen Green from the Rockets. I know. And we're going to bring in fan favorite Alperen Şengün. And then we're going to go to the Raptors. We're going to say, hey, I want your guy. I want Scotty Barnes. Jalen Green's a great player. He just doesn't fit what we need on this team presently. I will give you Jalen Green, who is a better player, for Scotty Barnes. And you're not going to accept that straight up because this game is ridiculous. But how about I give you Jaden Hardy as well? We got that trade to go through. Basically the same trade. I had to use a little bit of manipulating, but we got Scotty Barnes for Jalen Green, Jaden Hardy, a first and 3 seconds. Very comparable trade there. So this is going to be how the team looks. We did a little bit of trading. I know we had to get rid of Keldon Johnson and Devin Vassell. Their just potential wasn't high enough for me. So currently, as construction, we have Dejounte Murray, Trey Jones, Shadon Sharp, Josh Primo, Dougie McBuckets, Usman Dieng, Romeo Langford, Scotty Barnes is going to be the 4, Keita Diop, Jakob Poeltl, Alperen Şengün, and Udoka Azubuike. Interesting. So I think what we're going to do is move Shadon Sharp up to the 3. He's kind of a guard, kind of a forward. I mean, it's positionless NBA, so it's not going to be that big of a deal. Josh Primo just isn't big enough to play the 3. Shadon Sharp is just barely tall enough at 6'5". We got 6'4", 6'4", 6'5". Like I said, we're going to run the triple guard lineup. Need to trade away Dougie McBuckets maybe and Keita Diop. Or we'll keep him around for 1 year, not really sure. Honestly, the team is pretty good. I think we should flip Udoka Azubuike and Dougie McBuckets for a better backup forward. But other than that, we're pretty set with this roster. We're going to basically tank for 1 more season. And then this upcoming year, we're going to get good. Honestly, we're probably going to be good this year. So if I trade away this year's first, what can I get? What can I get? What are you going to give me? Matisse Thybulle, Draymond Green, Keon Johnson, not brother of Keldon Johnson. We could bring the GOAT Pokuševski. That'll be fun. I'm kind of in on that. Trey Murphy, been shooting lights out there in New Orleans. Will they give me Herb Jones? I don't think they will, but, you know, it's an idea. They can't afford that. It's fine. Yeah, why not? Let's bring in GOAT Pokuševski. He just seems like he fits the Spurs culture. He's going to get a lot of good training and development here, and we need some size. He's going to bring it. So sorry, Keita Diop, you're not going to get any minutes. Usman Dieng, Romeo Langford. Yeah, this is going to be the 9-man rotation, so it's going to be Dejounte Murray, Trey Jones, Josh Primo at the 2, Shadon Sharp, Usman Dieng at the 3, Scotty Barnes and GOAT Pokuševski at the 4, and Jakob Poeltl and Alperen Şengün at the 5. I don't believe we have anybody to re-sign. Joe Wieskamp, Jacques Landale. I mean, sure, you want some money to stick around and not really do much. Here you go, Jacques. So just so you don't go back to Australia, this is not at all what you look like in your picture. Joe Wieskamp's going to get his restricted offer, and we're just not going to make any offers. Nobody wants to come to San Antonio. Why? I'm not really sure. I feel like there's no income tax out there in Texas. People should be coming over as quickly as humanly possible, but they just decided not to ever go to Dallas or San Antonio. There you go. Take your contracts, enjoy your money, and we'll see you in the off season. Skipping right along to player progression. We traded away a lot of the old guys, so we have Dejounte Murray still here. Scotty Barnes is the new pickup. Jakob Poeltl, Shadon Sharp, our draftee. Alperen Şengün, GOAT Pokuševski, Trey Jones, Keita Diop, Josh Primo. Probably going to package some of these bench guys in the upcoming season, save a little bit of money, and get a little bit better. But that was our free agency. I forgot to go over the major free agent moves. And you know what? It's fine. Any interesting moves? James Harden re-signed with the Sixers. Ooh, Taurean Prince went to the Bucks. Big pickup for them. Colin Sexton back on his qualifying offer in Cleveland. Matt Ryan, quarterback of the Indianapolis Colts, is back on the Celtics. So is Al Horford on a 2-year, $20 million deal. Bobby Portis went to the Clippers. Interesting. I don't hate it. Dante DiVincenzo to the Grizzlies. That's weird. Victor Oladipo to the Magic, 2 years, $16 million. And Mark Williams. And they re-signed Mo Bamba, 4-year, $72 million. Wow. Okay. Jalen Brunson, 4 years, $76 million. And it looks like the Nets got Kyrie Irving to re-sign. I think Kevin Durant is sticking around, and so is Ben Simmons. Yeah, so they're pretty much locked up here. Nick Claxton coming back, David Duke. Miles Bridges to the Pistons, 4-year, $105 million deal. Okay. That's the big free agent move out there. John Wall re-signs with the Rockets. Okay, the moves that we made. Suns. Re-signed DeAndre Ayton, Smart, Boogie Cousins. Not a big fan of that. That just doesn't really seem to work with what the Suns are doing out there. Zach LaVine to the Blazers. Interesting. Interesting. How would that Blazers team look? Just curious. So, of course, oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the wrong screen. This fucking, you know how this game is. They only show the G League legends while you're in this off season, whatever. Let's go to the Blazers. How would this team look? So, of course, Damian Lillard at the 1, Thomas Satoransky at the 2, Zach LaVine, Josh Hart, Keon Johnson, Pat Connaughton. They have so many 6'5" and under guys. Nasir Little, and then they have Keegan Murray, their draft pickup. Jalen Duren. You know, that's an interesting squad. I don't hate it. I'm not in love with it, but I don't hate it. So let's see how this season is going to break down. Dejounte Murray, Josh Primo, Shadon Sharp, Scotty Barnes, Jakob Poeltl. Coming off the bench, Alperen Şengün, Goat Pokashevsky, Trey Jones, and I guess Keita Bates-Diop is fine. Don't love it. I don't hate it. And let's make sure that the Goat Pokashevsky is going to be the 6-man, just because I don't like having centers be our 6-man. That's not how it works in real life. Can we bump down the GOAT? That's fine. Preseason power rankings, probably not going to be terrible, not going to be great. We are 7th for the GM power rankings, 24th for NBA.com, and 24th for Eric Boner as well. Well, you know what? Screw you guys. We're going to go and win about 500 and then make a splash in free agency. And here at the All-Star break is Team Luka Doncic and Team Giannis. On Team Luka is LeBron James, Jason Tatum, Zion, and LaMelo made his first. On Team Giannis is Nikola Jokic, Trae Young, John Morant, and Joel Embiid. For the reserves is James Harden, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, Karl Anthony Towns, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander made his first, Brandon Ingram, and Bam Adebayo. On the other side, Steph Curry, Kawhi Leonard, Jimmy Buckets, Devin Booker, Anthony Davis, Darius Garland, and Jarrett Allen. We're doing okay. We're not terrible. We're not great. We are 28 and 27, so basically 500, a tick over. Not really what you want to see, but it's not the worst thing in the world. I forgot to do untapped potential, so let's go ahead and do that real quick. Of course, Dejounte Murray gonna get his, Scotty Barnes gonna get his, and Shadon Sharp gonna get his as well. Those are our 3 franchise cornerstones. As for contracts, I might make a trade if Keita Bates-Diop doesn't want to resign, and it looks like he doesn't. Trey Jones gonna come back, rookie contracts, very solid backup point guard money. Keita Bates-Diop needs to go because he's not going to re-sign with us. I believe his contract is up. Where's my boy? No offense. Yeah, I mean, appreciate what you do. You know, whenever the Lakers come in town, we'll throw you the ball and say, go get us a bucket. But other than that, goodbye. And while we're here, we'll go ahead and send away Romeo Langford just because he's $5 million in the tank. Stop trying to give me Draymond freaking Green. We need either a 3 or a 4. Not Kendrick Nunn. Thank you. Not Montrezl Harrell. Kevin Knox, is that the answer? Oof. I could do Luke Kennard for a year. We're going to have to trade him to bust open some salary cap space, but that's 3 points scoring off the bench. Wow, Russell Westbrook is down to his 76. That is brutal. They did my man's dirty. Kevin Knox, ugh. Let's take Luke Kennard. We'll do it. And he's going to just be another guard. We have way too many guards. So the roster is going to look like this. Dejounte Murray, Josh Primo, Shadon Sharp, Scotty Barnes, Jakob Poeltl, Goat Pokashevsky, Alperen Şengün, Trey Jones, and Luke Kennard. And let's make sure Josh Primo gets a little more minutes. Yeah, something like that works for me. As for league leader, leading the league in scoring is, of course, Luka Doncic because this game is broken. No Spurs. Rebounds is Nikola Jokic. No Spurs. Assist is Trae Young. No Spurs. Steals is Jimmy Butler. Blocks is Rudy Gobert. And field goal percentages is Mitchell Robinson. Zion shooting the Devils number. 3-point champion is Luka Doncic. No Spurs. And free throw champion is Kevin Love. And the new pickup, Luke Kennard, is actually 7th. How are the boys doing, though? Dejounte Murray, 19 points. Shadon Sharp, really solid rookie numbers. Wow, 16, 5, and 2. I can get behind that 100%. Alperen Şengün is ridiculous off the bench, 14 and 7. Scotty Barnes doing Scotty Barnes things. The Goat Pokashevsky scoring really well. Josh Primo is actually giving us 12 points. I can work with that. As for the 3-point percentages, Josh Primo, 27%. Goat Pokashevsky, 32. Shit, wow, we are the worst shooting team in the history of basketball. Are we last? If I look at team stats, are we the last 3-point shooting team? We're last. We are awful. There is 0 floor spacing on this team. Yikes. Ugly. But hey, this is another rebuilding year. We're going to get about 500 and then we're going to splash. All right, we're going to splash. Trust me. Luka Doncic wins MVP, 39 points a game. I mean, duh. Chet Holmgren wins Rookie of the Year over our boy Shadon. I disagree. Ben Simmons is 6th Man of the Year. Giannis, Defensive Player of the Year. Tyler Hero, Most Improved. Willie Green, Coach of the Year because Zion. And Jacob Park because Zion. All NBA first team, no Spurs. Second team, no Spurs. And third team, no Spurs. Maybe defensive, nothing. Defensive, nothing. Rookie, Shadon Sharp made the first team. I'm good with that. Is that Jaden Harden? No, Jaden Ivey. Yep. That's about right. We're the 9th seed, taking on the Kings, so I expect us to win this one. And we lost. We lost to the Kings. That is embarrassing. Well, the Kings didn't make the playoffs either, so that's fine. We were below 500, 39 and 43. Not great. There's still a few tweaks that we need to do to this roster, and just a few years of development and getting better overall as a team as well. But let's go ahead and look at the stats. So Dejounte Murray, basically the best player on the team, no doubt. Needs to get better at his shooting. Shadon Sharp, he's a rookie. He had an incredible year. I think he should have been Rookie of the Year just given off these stats. Alperen Şengün was ridiculous off the bench. Way better than what Jakob Poeltl brought us. And I think Jakob Poeltl is going to walk in this free agency. I mean, the team was okay. We're just horrible at shooting. Looking at these team stats in scoring, were we last? Second to last. Defensively, we were the best in the NBA, giving us a 0.1 point differential, basically neutral, and we want to be better offensively because offense matters more in today's NBA. Field goal percentages, we were 3rd to last. 3-point percentages, we were 2nd to last, tied last. And free throw percentages, we were 3rd last. We're really good fundamentally. We're awful at scoring the rock. Scoring champion went to Luka, no surprise, no Spurs. Rebounds was Nikola Jokic, and assist was Trae Young, no Spurs anywhere. Steals is Jimmy Butler, blocks is Rudy Gobert, field goal percentages is Mitchell Robinson. 3-point champion is Luka, and free throw champion is Kevin Love. Any other stats that we can look at? Not really. Let's just get this year out of the way. Just a horrible season. We need to learn how to shoot the ball. We need our players to get better and develop. We have the Memphis Grizzlies and the New Orleans Pelicans because Zion, Brooklyn, and Cleveland. I like that in the East. It's going to be Pelicans. It's Zion. It's Zion Williamson's world, and we're just living in it, really. Anyway, Russell Westbrook retired. So did Taj Gibson. Staff retirements, Tom Thibodeau and Frank Vogel. Hall of Fame inductees is Russ and Dwight. Jersey retirements, Russ, Dwight, and Kyle Lowry. And are any of these league meetings interesting? No, not really. So we traded away our pick in the first round. It was, let's see, 13th. So it falls to 13th. I don't feel bad about trading that away. As for staff signing, is Gregg Popovich going to stick around for another year? Who's kind of out there? We need somebody who's young and who's going to build a culture. And none of these guys really seem like the person to make the move. I mean, hypothetically, we could just go and re-sign Mike Stouffer. We'll keep Pops for one more season. But looking at the draft class, the fastest man is Artem Markov and Scoot Henderson. Most agile is Artem Markov, and Scoot Henderson. Highest vertical is Jaden Bradley and Josh Minott. Highest bench press is Clyde Bias, Vladimir Jeremic, and Christian Coloco, who's coming out this year. What a dumb class. Best shot three-pointer is Juan Garcia and Dalen Terry. Go ahead and skip over. Do we want to make a move up at all? We have a pick. We have a first-round pick, the 20th overall pick. I can live with that. Number 1 overall to the Pelicans goes Victor Wembanyama. Number 2 to the Bulls, really, goes Scoot Henderson. Gonna replace Lonzo, I guess. Number 3 to the Wizards goes Keontae George. Number 4 to the Warriors goes Amari Bailey. And number 5 to the Knicks goes Derek Lively. Who's gonna fall to us at 20? Probably nobody good. This guy doesn't even look real. Jordan Walsh, Carson Wallace, Grady Dick. I gotta take Grady Dick, right? But this guy has 11 badges. He could be good. I'm gonna take him and then trade for the next pick. And there you go. I'm gonna take Grady Dick. I feel like that's important to this rebuild, to have Dick on the team. You know, we had to trade away Babcock. I don't know why somebody wanted him, but now we have Dick. And life's always better when you have Dick. Jordan Wallace is a little bit better. Anyway, these are the players that we're bringing back, and qualifying offers going out to is nobody. So, of course, there's only one guy in this class that we want to bring back, and that's the Joker. We want to sign him. We want to steal him away from the Nuggets. We'll do whatever it takes. That means clearing out some cap because Dejounte Murray's on a big contract, $17 million. Luke Kennard is going to be the first cap casualty. Anybody who wants a 3-point specialist sniper, please take him off my hands. Going to take him from 2 first from the Rockets. Who else needs to go? Joe Wieskamp is expendable. Thank you for your services. You're going to be sent away to, looks like Houston again. Jock Landell, just for the money. I mean, I can't even get a first-round pick from you. How about 2 seconds? Somebody give me a first. Somebody please. Memphis, thank you. Currently, how are we looking? Usman Dieng isn't making a lot of money, I believe. Unless I have to trade away Jordan Walsh, we're going to be able to go out and make that offer to the Joker. We're going to give him 4 years, $39 million, player option, no trade clause. Do you want to come to San Antonio to be the cornerstone of our team? And if not, we'll give Zion a, I don't know, player option and see if we can re-sign him next season. And then anybody who's an unrestricted free agent, not really. LeBron, I guess. No, he wouldn't come here. Will LeBron come to San Antonio? Maybe if we drafted Bronny. We'll say, hey, LeBron, we're going to draft Bronny. Why don't you come over to us? And Nikola Jokic decides to join our squad. That is perfect. Can we keep Jakob Poeltl? We cannot. Actually, hypothetically, we could. But we have Alperen Şengün. Do I want Alperen Şengün or Jakob Poeltl backing me up? Sorry, Jakob, you got to go for Nikola Jokic. Just has to happen. We have to make this work. Joker is going to become our franchise cornerstone. We're going to bring him a championship. He's going to make San Antonio incredible. He's going to make us proud. So now we have 2 90s on the team. Already incredible. Joker and Alperen Şengün. Scotty Barnes going to continue to develop. Go Pokusevski. Shadon Sharp, Jared Walsh, and Usman Dieng. I mean, that's a really solid forward group. Josh Primo and Grady Dick. And then Dejounte Murray and Trey Jones. We're set. We're ready. Anything else that I can spend some money on? We have our mid-level exception, right? Bring in some nice young talent. Isaiah Roby, Blake Wesley. We'll bring in Blake Wesley with our mid-level exception. Come on, Blake. Sign with us. And I think that wasn't even our mid-level exception. I think we still have a little money to give out. Patrick Baldwin, another guy coming out of this draft class. I'm good with that too. Come on, join the team. We're giving out money like it's nothing. As for free agency, we won free agency. The Spurs, yet again, took an unathletic big man to save their franchise. John Morant back to the Grizzlies. LeBron went back to Lakers. Zion signed that 1-year deal with the Pelicans. So hypothetically, we could go out and try to sign him next season, but we're just not going to do that. Darius Garland, Tyler Hero, RJ Barrett, all going back to their respective teams. Let's look at this team now. Player progression is starting to look good. The future is all of a sudden bright. Now, Nikola Jokic has hit the age of regression. I don't know why. He's not athletic anyway. What happens if he loses his step? He's just going to continue to play the way he does at an MVP level. Dejounte Murray, Scotty Barnes, Go Pokusevski, everybody's getting better. Shadon Sharp is the prize. I think he's going to ball out this season. Nikola Jokic is going to be tossing him dimes, and he's going to be playing incredible. Hopefully, we're going to make the playoffs, and I think we have the potential to be the best team in the West. Let's go ahead and do our untapped potentials. I'm going to send everybody to free throws. Going to send Scotty Barnes and Shadon Sharp. Wow, Shadon Sharp's only a 78. What happened to untapped potential? What happened? He was like an 80 something. He just dropped. That's gross. All right, then I'll give it to Josh Primo. Josh Primo's our guard of the future. Whatever. That's weird. I don't know why Shadon Sharp's potential went away. Anyway, this is going to be the team now with Nikola Jokic, Dejounte Murray, Josh Primo, Shadon Sharp, Scotty Barnes, Nikola Jokic, Go Pokusevski, Alperen Şengün, Trey Jones, and is it really Blake Wesley? I guess. Let's make sure Gabriel Dick is getting the minute as well. We all know Dick needs some. Looking at the preseason power rankings, we are still getting disrespected now with the Joker. 12th for NBA.com and 12th for Eric Boner as well. And here at the All-Star break is Team Luka and Team Giannis. On Team Luka is our boy Nikola Jokic, Jason Tatum, Karl Anthony Towns, and LaMelo Ball. For the other side is Kevin Durant, Trae Young, John Morant, and Zion Williamson. For the reserves is LeBron James, Joel Embiid, Jimmy Buckets, Devin Booker, Darius Garland, Cade Cunningham made his first, and Jarrett Allen. On the other side, Steph Curry, Kawhi Leonard, Kyrie Irving, Anthony Davis, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Anthony Edwards made his first, and Bam Adebayo. Yo, tough to decide what to do with this team. We started off horrible. We were like 8-10, a sub 500 team. You're just seeing all these L's. And then somewhere around December, where I was thinking about maybe I'm going to start trading away some of these players, we took off, went on a fat win streak, and here we are sitting at the number 2 seed in the Power Rankings, number 3 in the conference. So what do we want to do with this team? I'm not sure yet. Nikola Jokic leading the way, doing everything. Dejounte Murray being his Robin to the Batman. Shadon Sharpe is the best scoring guy on this team, but he's not really progressing as well as I'd hoped. Scotty Barnes is fine. Alperen Şengün is doing great. Josh Primo is kind of underdeveloping or under-impressing as well. It's kind of like all the guys that were here originally, I'm going to have to trade away because they just stink. I mean, you look at these 3-point percentages, they're horrible. We need to get some better shooting on the team. Dejounte Murray shooting 39% and everybody else stinks. So let's start with our boy Shadon Sharpe. Didn't pan out. You know, I wanted to get some homegrown talent on the team, and he's completely underwhelming me. So we trade away him and like Blake Wesley. Should get some really solid return on investment there. Josh Giddey, come on. That's just too obvious, right? Could I realistically get a Desmond Bane and say, hey, you are going to send us to the promised land. I need you. Uncle Sam wants you to win for this team. And we give up basically every first round pick in the book, but that goes through. Desmond Bane is going to be our new small forward, I guess. He's a tick undersized, but he's a huge man, so he can definitely play that position for us. Next up, Josh Primo needs to go. He's just not cutting it. He's not developing. We've given him, what, 2-3 years already on this team, and he just hasn't developed. So Josh Primo, Blake Wesley, and like Jordan Walsh, maybe. Can you get me a stud 2-guard, Sadiq Bey, Robert Williams, just the same kind of caliber player that I'm not looking for. Hear me out on this, but what if we bring back Devin Vassell? What if we say, you know what, trading him away was the wrong idea. 3-and-D is what this team needs. Let's go get Devin Vassell back. We're going to have to pick up Frank Kaminsky as well. I mean, it's fine. I can trade him away for dirt, whatever. So the team would look something more along the lines of this. Now, who's taller, Devin Vassell or Desmond Bane? They're kind of the same, right? But Devin Vassell definitely has longer wingspan. So we drop Desmond Bane back to his natural 2-guard, right? He plays a little bit of point, honestly. And we have the team looking like such. So Dejounte Murray's still here, Trey Jones as well. Desmond Bane is going to be the new 2-guard with Dick behind him. Devin Vassell and I guess maybe Ousmane Dieng is going to get minutes, or the guy that we picked up, who I don't know who he is, who's this fucking cancer patient looking guy, Jordan Walsh. Scotty Barnes, go, Pokashevsky. Justice Winslow is here as well. Interesting. I just picked him up. What can I get for one more draft package? Justice Winslow, Ousmane Dieng, Jordan Walsh. Can I get somebody who's like mid-80s, still decently young? You know what? I'm okay with this. Zaire Williams, 79 overall, 37% from 3, 22 years old, closer to his prime. Probably has the highest potential out of everybody. Let's go ahead and do that. So Dejounte Murray, Desmond Bane, Devin Vassell, Scotty Barnes, Nikola Jokic, go. Pokashevsky, Alperen Şengün, Trey Jones, and Zaire Williams is going to be our bench. Yeah. You know what? I'm good with this team. The shooting definitely got a little bit better, and we had to make a lot of changes, so the chemistry is going to be a little flumpy, but I like this team. Leading the league in scoring, though, is Anthony Edwards. No Spurs. Rebounds is Giannis, Nikola Jokic at 2. Assist is Darius Garland, Nikola Jokic at 6. Steals Jimmy Butler. Blocks is Victor Wembanyama, and field goal percentages is Mitchell Robinson. 3-point champion is Malik Monk. Free throw champion, Kyrie Irving. I believe these changes are what we need to go into chip. Let's see if it does, though. And our boy Nikola Jokic wins another MVP, 23 points, 12 rebounds, 8.5 assists, 50, 79, 30 shooting. Wow, his 3-pointer fell off. Jesus. Victor Wembanyama is coach of the year. Ben Simmons still 6th man of the year, riding the bench. Giannis defensive player of the year. Jared Butler is most improved. Really? Yeah, that works. Playing pretty well out there in Utah. Taylor Jenkins is coach of the year because of John Morant, and Chester Flowers looks funny. All NBA first team. Nikola Jokic is, of course, MVP, making that team. Second team, nobody. Third team, nobody. Defensive first team, nobody. Second team, Dejounte Murray. And the rookies, did our boys even play? I've honestly forgotten who's on this team. So we finished second in the NBA. It's 58-24, behind the Grizzlies. But overall, I am happy with the way that this team bounced back after that horrible, horrendous start. Second best team in the NBA is good enough for me. John Morant is, a glitch. Player stats, led by Nikola Jokic, Dejounte Murray, Desmond Bane, great pickup, up to an 87. Scotty Barnes, Alperen Şengün, POPOVICH. We're a deep team, we're a balanced team, and finally, we are a three-point shooting team. Desmond Bane, 45%. POPOVICH, ignore him. Devin Vassell, 39. Scotty Barnes, ignore him. Nikola Jokic had a really rough year from the three-point line, but, Dejounte Murray stepped up, and somehow Alperen Şengün has taken 4 threes a game. You know what? It's hit and miss, all right? But we're better than second to last. I'll take it. Scoring, we're 11th. But defensively, let me tell you, we're the second best team in the NBA, given us an 8.5 point differential. Behind the Grizzlies. Field goal percentages, we are 12th, but 3-point percentages, we're bad. We're 25th. It's getting better, okay? Free throw percentages, we're 21st. It's getting better. Scoring champion went to Jason Tatum, 33.7 points per game. No Spurs. Rebounds is Giannis Nikola Jokic at 2. Assist is Darius Garland, Nikola Jokic at 7. Steals, Jimmy Butler. Blocks, Victor Wembanyama. Field goal percentages is Mitchell Robinson. 3-point champion is Steph Curry, Desmond Bane at 3. And free throw champion is Emmanuel Quickley, Desmond Bane there at 9. Basically, Desmond Bane is our best shooter. I don't know how else to describe it. But here we are, taking on the Kings, which, first of all, congratulations, Kings. You made the playoffs. You're playing Davion Mitchell at the 2. Dillon Brooks came over. If you need somebody to change your culture, Dillon Brooks is your guy. But, we're looking really spicy here. I'd like to get a little better at the forward position, but Scotty Barnes, great. Nikola Jokic, great. Desmond Bane, great. Dejounte Murray, great. And the bench is good enough. I think this team could conceivably compete and win a chip. So here we go in the first round. 2-0, 2-1, 2-2. We're fighting against the Kings. 3-2, and winning in 6 now to take on the Minnesota Timberwolves. They have Anthony Simons now. They got rid of D'Lo. Okay. So Ant, and Cat. Josh Hart came over. Jared Vanderbilt. It's an interesting team. 100%. And they could conceivably beat us. 1-1. We're down 2-1. And we're down 3-1. 3-2. Game 6. Need this to force a Game 7 back in San Antonio. And it looks like they are stomping on us in the first quarter. And the second quarter. And the third quarter. And, just blow us out in the fourth too. Why don't you? Yep. That's about right. Karl Towns just bullied Nikola Jokic. Alperen Şengün got 30 points. What the fuck? Okay, well, I'm sure they're going to lose to Zion. No, it's Timberwolves and Cavaliers, and the Timberwolves go on to win. So it's, I guess it's sort of a consolation that we lost to the eventual NBA champions. I guess. LeBron James says, I don't know what the hell is happening. Did our boy retire yet? No, but Nick Van Exel did. Hall of Fame inductees is, of course, LeBron getting his jersey retired basically everywhere. League meetings, are any of these fun? No, and no, and no, and no, and no. Cool. Draft lottery. I believe we have one potentially high pick. It is the Rockets Nets swap best. Of course, the Thunder have the entire class, so there's that. And it goes Pelicans, Thunder. Do we have a pick? Looking on the staff signing, I think it's time to say it's time for you to go, Gregg Popovich. We just continue to come up short year after year. So what I'm going to do is make an offer at Quinn Snyder. I think he's a really good coach. Ty Lue, I think he's the best coach. Let's look at some of these ratings. So Quinn Snyder is A and B+. Ty Lue is A-. I'm going to go after Ty Lue. We don't have money. Everybody must go. Get off my team, everyone. Do I have money now? I know we're a small market team. This is ridiculous. How are we a small market team? We're San Antonio. We were a dynasty. Tim Duncan. No income tax. All right, Ty Lue, please come to my team. Please save us from ourselves. And Quinn Snyder as well if Ty Lue doesn't accept that. And Ty Lue does. So thank you, Quinn Snyder, for accepting. But we're going to have to go and move in the direction of Ty Lue. He's going to be the future of the San Antonio Spurs, bringing in the Brazilians culture. Looking at the draft class, the fastest man is Juwan George and Vlad Tomasovic and Chucky Graves. Man, look at that beard. Most agile is Chucky Graves and Juwan George. Highest vertical is Scott Lang and Jonathan Brand and Pete Terrell. Highest bench press is Joffrey Gregory and Dexter Elliott. Where are you going? First round? We might take you. And best shot three-pointer is Clifton Henry, Juwan George, and Wade Crawford. Maybe, I don't know, Boris Henderson if he falls to 10. Other than that, not really in on this class. Number 1 overall to the Pelicans goes Courtney Hickson. Number 2 to the Thunder goes Lonnie Butler, the big man out of Stanford. Number 3 goes Kenny Dunn. Number 4 to the 76ers goes Roderick Barkley. Number 5 to the Mavs goes... They're trading for Rudy Gobert and Dwight Powell back. Okay. And the Jazz probably take the best player in the class, but he has to sit out a year. Vitaly Semenko. Number 6 now, back-to-back picks, goes Ion Baku. Number 7 goes Marion McLeod. Number 8, I think the guy we were going to take is Gregory. So if a Gregory falls to 10, we'll take him. Willie Bell. Man, the Thunder have so many picks. It's so dumb. And Boris Henderson. All right, so who is here at 10? Boris Henderson. No, that was the guy we wanted. Son of a bitch, they just took him. Never mind, it's fine. How good was he anyway? Number 10 overall, 75, 19 years old. He was okay. Definitely okay. We didn't get anybody. I don't know who this guy is. Stuart Stewart. Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, well, everybody needs to come back, and a lot of people are going to be looking for money, and we're going to have to ask ourselves, is this team as presently constructed good enough to win a championship? We have our MVP. We have our stud point guard. Do we have enough help around them to win? I feel like Scotty Barnes is definitely good enough to win a chip with. Is Devin Vassell and Desmond Bane good enough? I want to say yes. I believe they are, but at the same time, we're coming up short year after year after year. Can I get a Zion? Can't. So we're going to have to, first of all, sign our boys back. I'm not going to renounce the rights on all these guys just so we can keep Raul Neto. Are you kidding me, game? The fuck? What is this? And yeah, I'm going to keep the young rookies. Thank you, game. Thank you for your expert opinion. Don't get me wrong. Wow, Desmond Bane wants a bag. And yeah, he definitely is going to get one. Go Pokashevsky as well is asking for a lot of money. $16 million to be mediocre off the bench. Devin Vassell, a little more reasonable. $17 million. I can live with that. Do we have the money to keep it under the cap? We do. And Otto Porter, can we afford you? I'm not really sure how bird rights work for you. It's fine. Ben Simmons, almost a 90 overall. We're basically giving up the entire forward depth. But if I can flip Ben Simmons, again, we're saying these are like 3 teams trades. What can I get for Ben Simmons and like 2 firsts? What are you going to give me, game? Damian Lillard, Lonzo Ball. Oh no, we gave up our entire future. Okay, well, we did it. Oh, I look at the trades. There we go. We traded for Brandon Ingram. We gave up Ben Simmons and every single first round pick we have remaining to the Pelicans. So of course the Pelicans get more picks and they have Ben Simmons now, but we have Brandon Ingram. So it's going to be Dejounte Murray, Trey Jones, Desmond Bane, and I guess Grady Dick is going to actually get important minutes. Yeesh. Brandon Ingram, Scotty Barnes, Go Pokashevsky, Nikola Jokic, and Alperen Şengün. This team has to be good enough. We have shooting, we have length, we have defense, we have everything. Tyrese Maxey is sitting here in free agency, unpicked up. Are you kidding me? Anyway, LaMelo Ball going to the Hornets. Zion to the Bulls. Zion to the Bulls? Zion to the Bulls. Anthony Davis back to Lakers. Kawhi Leonard back to the Raptors. Devin Booker back to the Suns. Tyrese Halliburton back to the Pacers. And Karl Towns to the Lakers as well. It's so you're gonna rock a 2-center lineup then, and then Colin Sexton. Okay, you know, some teams have their priorities, and for the Lakers, it's questionable big men. Well, okay. Looking at power rankings, our player progression is Nikola Jokic. Yeah. Interesting. I'm not sure how this team is going to play. I'm hoping that we're currently good enough. We got, what did we get? To the second round last season, and that was approximating good, but just it's still not there yet. There's something still missing for this team. I'm hoping it's Brandon Ingram. Let's go ahead and set everybody to untapped potentials. Yeah, let's see if we can get 490s on the team. So this is going to be the 9-man rotation with new head coach Ty Lue saving us from ourselves. Dejounte Murray, Desmond Bane, Brandon Ingram, Scottie Barnes, Nikola Jokic off the bench, Go Pukashevsky, Alperen Şengün, Trey Jones, and Grady Dick. Not a lot of Spurs have made it. Not a lot of them have survived this team. But we're trying to do whatever it takes to win a chip, and I think this roster is going to do it. Number 8 in the power rankings for NBA.com, and 8th for Eric Boner as well. And here at the All-Star break is once again Luka and Giannis. On Team Luka is our boy Nikola Jokic, Trae Young, Zion, and Anthony Edwards. On the other side, Jason Tatum, John Morant, Cade Cunningham, and Karl Towns. For the reserves is Anthony Davis, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, LaMelo Ball, Darius Garland, DeAndre Ayton made his first, and Victor Wembanyama. On the other side, Steph Curry, Joel Embiid, Jimmy Buckets, Devin Booker, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Domantas Sabonis, and Chet Holmgren. We're the best team in the NBA. I'm not going to make any changes. I'm not going to go over anything. 42-9. We're definitely going to win chip this year, right? And Nikola Jokic wins, what is this, his 4th MVP now? 22 points, 11 rebounds, 8 assists. Courtney Hickson is Rookie of the Year. James Bouknight is 6th Man of the Year. Look at that, 23 points a night off the bench. Giannis, Defensive Player of the Year. Scoot Henderson is Most Improved. And Coach of the Year is our boy Ty Lue with the 63-19, #1 in the NBA. Spurs, why is this guy getting Executive of the Year? It should be me. It should be me. I don't care that your team is 99 overall. You probably have Zion or some crap. Anyway, All-NBA first team is Nikola Jokic. Second team, third team, defensive first team. And Dejounte Murray made the second team once again. We have no rookies. In fact, nobody has rookies anymore because at this point the game is starting to break. But we dominated. We were wire to wire. #1 in the NBA. Better than the Cleveland Cavaliers. Better than the Grizzlies. Better than the Hawks. We are the best team. And scoring by Joker. Brandon Ingram was great. Dejounte Murray down a little bit, but the team has so much talent on it now that he just needs to take a step back, let the game come to him. Desmond Bane, Alperen Şengün, even Grady Dick did some valuable things for us. Rebounds, assists. I mean, we're such a balanced team assist-wise. How do we do from 3? So Nikola Jokic wasn't great. Brandon Ingram, 38%. I can live with that. Desmond Bane, 37%. Down a little bit. The Go Pukashevsky still refuses to shoot league average, but Scottie Barnes is up to 35%. Dejounte Murray's down to 33%. You know, we just suck. We just suck from 3. I don't know what to tell you. Our good 3-point shooters suck. Bad 3-point shooters suck. It's just, it's a mess. But scoring, we are middle of the pack, 12th. Defensively, still the best team in the NBA, 108.4 points per game, giving us a 9.4 differential, second to the Cavs. Damn. Field goal percentages, we are 9th. 3-point percentages, are we last? Tell me we're last. We are 4th from last. And free throw percentages, getting a little better though at 6th. Leading the league in scoring. Scoring champion was once again Luka Doncic. Our rebounds was DeAndre Ayton. Nikola Jokic at 5. Assist was Darius Garland. Nikola Jokic at 7. Dejounte Murray at 8. Steals is Jimmy Butler. Blocks is Miles Turner. Field goal percentages is Jared Allen. 3-point champion is Adrian Griffin Jr. And 3-point or free throw champion is Killian Hayes. Desmond Bane there at 6. So we're taking on the Rockets, who have Donovan Mitchell and Jabari Smith and Christian Wood and Jalen Smith. Some interesting pieces, but we stole Jalen Green from them, who we immediately flipped for a player who wasn't as good. And I feel like that was the right move to make as we win in 3-1, 4-1, 3-2. We really going to Game 7? We're really going to Game 7 with this team. We're the best team in the NBA from wire to wire. This is the play-in tournament, so they're, what, the worst of the 2 play-in teams that did actually make the playoffs. We're in our home court. We have the MVP. We have 4 90s on the team, and I can't beat a team that is freaking Donovan Mitchell on it because Christian Wood is going to ball out or something. What the Anyway, leading the 3rd quarter, losing in the 4th. Is it going to be back and forth, or am I going to get blown out in this incredible season that we had? And there it is, up 3, up 4, 3 minutes left, up 7. It kind of took a bit of a lead here in the fourth, closing out, up 5, 1 minute left, up 4, up 2, and we're gonna have to clutch it out. 1 minute left, up 2 in the first round. This team is doing everything it can to choke, and I love it so much. Why is Alperen Şengün in? Come on now. Yeah, let's run a double big lineup, Alperen Şengün and Nikola Jokic, two guys who are awful at defense. And you wonder why we're losing all these games. Because the AI is freaking dumb. Anyway, who do I even run this screen and roll with? We have so much non-shooting on this team. Just go up, Deontay. Take the easy layup. It's fine. 97 to 101. Let me just write that down because I seem to have forgotten it. I don't know what that was, and now they're playing the foul game. So that effectively means we won the game. Desmond Bane, please save us, because you're the only shooter on the team. Thank you. Funny, the guy who has shoulders bigger than my fucking house is the best shooter on this team. Okay, we just need one stop and we're gonna win. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. You're taking a... Wow. 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 This game is dumb. And then he misses on purpose. We have the MVP. Okay? This is what Denver loves, and this is what we steal in San Antonio is MVP trophies. You know, LaMarcus Aldridge, MVP, clearly. And Donovan Mitchell is just gonna bully everybody and make this game go painfully long. Can Desmond Bane come get the ball, please? You're our only free throw shooter. Thank you. So we just need them to miss one shot. Just miss once. Thank you. And that's game. That's all she wrote. That's the fat lady singing. Let's go home. 109, 101. This is the first round. All right. This isn't even round fucking 3, 4, 5. All right. Here we are taking on the Golden State Warriors. Steph Curry. Andrew Wiggins, Jonathan Kuminga, Yusuf Nurkic, Jordan Poole off the bench, James Wiseman. Really weird roster. I think we're going to win, but they do have a Stephanie Curry. And we're down 2-0, 2-1. Deontay Murray, you know, all NBA second team defense. Can't even do anything to Steph Curry. We win 4 in a row. Now taking on the Thunder, Shea, Josh, Imoni Bates, Paulo Banchero, Jeremiah Robinson Earl, Marvin Bagley, Trey Mann. Really good team. Hopefully we're better. I'd like to think we're better. I'd like to think I'm pretty good at constructing a roster. And I say that, and we're up 3-1, and we advance. The Spurs are back in the finals, rematching against who? The Cleveland Cavaliers. No longer, though, the LeBron James Cleveland Cavs. Darius Garland, Isaac Okoro, Lauri Markkanen, Evan Mobley, Jared Allen, Jared Vanderbilt, Johnny Davis, Naz Reid. Good team. Do we have what it takes to win? We go up 1-0. We go up 2-0, 3-0, 3-1. 3-2, and we're gonna hop into Simcast. This has been a painful rebuild. It has been a struggle to win the games that we needed to, but here we are in the second quarter, a little bit of a lead going into the third, still with the lead in the fourth, 93-87, 9 minutes left. We're just gonna watch this a little bit. Scoreboard watching, up 8. We may have to clutch it out, up 9, up 9, up 12, pulling away, 2 minutes left, 1 minute left, and there you go. The San Antonio Spurs bring the NBA trophy finals back to San Antonio. That was the worst sentence I've ever constructed in my life. But Nikola Jokic has an MVP Finals award performance. God, every word I'm saying is backwards. 30 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists. That's what you love to see. Oof. I was sweating thinking that we weren't going to win one. It has been a brutal failure to even try to get anything successful on this team. But hey, we did it. And now it's time to go for 2. Anybody can win 1 in a row, but can you win 2? Looking at the draft lottery, we traded away everything to the Pelicans. Do they have... Where did our pick fall? It's via Brooklyn, so it fell to 17. It wasn't even that good. Fuck them. I did see the Knicks, though, win at the #1 overall pick. Good for them. The CPU can sign everybody. I don't really give a damn. We have Ty Lue, and that's all you need to win a championship, except maybe Jerry West. Fastest man of the draft class is Ray Evans and Devin Hodges. Most agile is Alan Parker, Chip Hunt, and Kelvin Baker. Highest vertical is Alan Parker, Dion Conley, Ray Evans, Lamar Berry, Malcolm Harrison, Henry Best, D. Tucker. Highest bench press is Owen Hillard and Casey Lucas. And best shot three-pointer. Devin Hodges and Owen Hilliard, Kelvin Baker, and Ray Evans. Yeah, I mean, we don't have any draft picks. Number 1 overall to the Knicks goes Claudio Martinez. How would the Knicks feel if they picked up a fucking point guard named Claudio with the number 1 overall pick? Suns take Dana Powers from Air Force. Spurs take Abraham Gilbert. Sorry, Thunder. I don't know why I can't speak. Pelicans take Herb Stanley. What a fucking herb. And number 5, the Lakers take Barry Davis. Not going to make a lot of moves. How are those picks? 81 overall. Not bad. Not bad, not bad. Rookie resigning. Of course, we don't have anybody. Team player options. Dick does need to come back. We always need Dick on the team. Carson Edwards made his way to the team. Fanu Cavanielli, Vlado Concard. No. Scotty Barnes, though, is definitely going to get a huge contract, and I don't think there's any way around it. Brandon Ingram. Damn. It's a lot of money going out. A lot of money. We're going to put Scotty Barnes on his qualifying offer. Alperen Şengün we can re-sign for like 20 million. I'm good with that. We'll do something like this and like that and like this, and then bring back Alpi on like 17 a year. Good with that. And let's see, does everybody pan out? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It works. Jalen Suggs sitting around here waiting for a contract. And who should we pick up with our mid-level exception? Miles McBride. Interesting. Reggie Arthur. Wendell Page. Chris Boucher. How about another foreign sounding white guy? Azuolas Tubelis out of Arizona. Lefty. Kind of a very similar to Domantas Sabonis in his play style. Not nearly as talented or aggressive. Anyway, Giannis back to the Bucks. Jason Tatum to the Clippers. Cade Cunningham back to the Pistons. Evan Mobley to the Cavs. Jalen Green back to the Raptors. Davion Mitchell to the... How did they afford that? How did the Bucks afford Davion Mitchell? Donovan Mitchell? Well, they don't have anybody else on the team. That's how. They have 4 players. That's going to win you a championship. Oh, man. And everybody is basically hitting their peak in player progression. Let's just go ahead and skip on to the season. Gonna see if we can go back to back. Blah, blah, blah. Screens we don't care about. Let's do untapped potentials one more time. Free throws, of course. We're probably not going to get any better at three-point shooting. Let's be 100 here. But let's get Scotty Barnes and Desmond Bane this time. There we go. This is going to be the 9-man rotation. Same as last year. Dejounte Murray, Desmond Bane, Brandon Ingram, Scotty Barnes, Nikola Jokic, Go Pokashevsky, Alperen Şengün, Trey Jones, and Grady Dick. Power rankings wise, we should be first, but are we? No. We're 7th. Sure. Just going to make this trade, bring back Devin Vassell. Go Pokashevsky is playing awful for us. It's fine. It's not going to make a huge difference. He's going to be 6-man instead of the GOAT. Pokashevsky refused to shoot anything above 32%, and we're like 8th, 5th right now in the conference. Kind of horrible. Just get a little better at scoring. The other option was Cam Johnson, and Devin Vassell was on our team previously, so you know, it is what it is, but it is. Sometimes it doesn't always seem like it be what it is, but it do. And Luka Doncic wins MVP. Claudio Martinez is Rookie of the Year. Keontae George, 6-man. Giannis, Defensive Player of the Year. Most improved is John Butler. Really, he put up 6 and 6 game. Chauncey Billups is Coach of the Year because he's looking the wrong way, sir. And Executive of the Year is this guy with ugly hair. All-NBA First Team, the Joker. Second Team, nobody. Third Team, nobody. All Defensive First Team, nobody. Second Team, nobody. And basically nobody anywhere. We were the 4th seed. Weird, right? I'm not sure what happened. We were the 4th seed in the power rankings and 4th in the Western Conference. Not really sure what went wrong with the team. Scoring wise, we were 9th, a little better. Defensively, we were still the best team in the NBA, given a 7.9 point differential 3rd. Field goal percentages, we were 10th. 3-point percentages, we were even a little better. We've been like dead last, so we were 19th, which, you know, not the worst. Free throws, we're 2nd. That's an improvement. I don't know. Team just didn't play well. Real quick, going over league leader. Scoring was Luka because duh, no Spurs. Rebounds is Giannis. Nikola Jokic at 5. Assist is Darius Garland, no Spurs. Steals Ben Simmons. Blocks is Miles Turner. Field goal percentages is Mitchell Robinson. 3-point champion Kenny Dunn, and free throw champion is Steph Curry. Gabriel Dick, is that his name? Grady Dick, whatever, at 7. So, I mean, I don't know. The team just didn't play as well. Literally everything's the same. You saw we didn't make any changes. They just stopped being good. But hey, let's take on the Warriors. We beat them last time. We can do it again. We won 4 in a row, if you remember, after we went down 0-2. And we're up 3-2. And we do win in 6. Now to take on the #1 seeded Portland Trailblazers. This is your #1 seed. It's Teo Maladone. Zach LaVine, I can give you. Kelly Oubre. Keegan Murray. Clint Capella. Ian Johnson. Jalen. Yeah, this isn't a 1 seed. This team is going to get schlabammed, right? Is that a word? Schlabammed, schlamopped. 3-1 and 4-1. Now to take on the team that we beat last year again, the Thunder. Shea, you know, he's great. Josh Giddey, very good. Lou Dort's too short. Paulo Banchero, he's good. But Ivica Zubac, yeah, I don't know. Maybe they could beat us. I wouldn't be surprised. I never know how 2K is going to be with their simulation. We're up 2-1, 2-2. Down 3-2, and here we are in Game 6. Need to force a Game 7 to win this game in San Antonio. We are up in the 4th quarter. Huge 20-point lead, 22-42. A little bit of a chipping away, I guess. Not really in the 3rd. Just dominating them. Just best team in the NBA. Yeah, it is what it is. 119-98. I mean, Brandon Ingram balled out. Deontay Murray, Nikola Jokic. Team is great, okay? So if we lose, if we win, I don't really know what to tell you. The simulator cheese in 2K is a joke. And here we are, losing in the 3rd quarter by a lot. Jesus. We can't even. Can you at least make it respectable so I could like try to hop in and make this somewhat entertaining? Or are you just gonna fucking blow us out by 30 in a Game 7? Ugh. Ugh. I mean, oh, I don't know what happened. Having an entertaining Game 7, that's never before heard of. Why would you ever have a game that's close and actually fun to watch in the NBA? No, let's just have blowouts all the time. Wow, they're doing it again. You know what? It's fine because we won this one. And I'm going to take it 128-94. Whatever. Taking on the Pistons. Cade Cunningham, Miles Bridges, Chet Holmgren, John Collins. Okay, so how do you do this team? You play Cade at the 1, you play Sadiq at the 2, Miles Bridges at the 3, John Collins at the 4, Chet Holmgren at the 5. Yeah, that's how you do that team. You don't play some 77 as a point guard trying to keep pace with Deontay Murray. That's just horrible. But I say that and they're winning. We're down 2-2 going into Game 5. Need this to force a elimination game here in Detroit. Losing in the 2nd quarter. Back and forth game going into the 4th. They have a little bit of a lead, about a 10-point lead. Do we have what it takes to chip into this, or are we just a bad team? We don't have an MVP Joker on a team with like a ridiculous supporting cast, right? Nowhere near good enough. I mean, what am I even thinking? A good team? Are you kidding me? What is our system proficiency? Is that the problem? We have a 5-star team. Maybe that was a problem. All right, Ty Lue, coach us to victory. Stop Cade Cunningham. And please, at least make it close and entertaining. I love these games, you know, that are 40-point blowouts. Don't get me wrong. They're just not really fun to commentate about. And I say that, and we're still blowing them out. 130, 120. It's a little bit closer than a blowout, but, you know, at the end of the day, it's still a 15-point lead in the 4th quarter. We win 128, 142. Joker balled out. Everybody came to play. I mean, the team is stupid deep. We realistically shouldn't even be losing any games. But hey, here we are. Game 7, yet again. Be close, be fun, be entertaining. And we have about a 13-point lead, 6 minutes left. 12-point lead. Just go ahead and clutch it out. Why not? 4 minutes left. Need to nurse this 11-point lead that we have. I don't know who the hell's guarding us. This guy rocking the Stanley Johnson, like I'm wearing a shirt. Get up. Is that Luka Garza? Oh no, Luka Garza can't keep up with Deontay Murray. Come on now. Oh, that's Chet Holmgren. Well, Chet sucks. He's only 7'4" and 112 pounds, all right? I don't know who this 77 overall point guard is, but he should not be getting minutes at all. Bully him. Wow, what was that? And he missed. Go, Joker. Run it. Cross him over. Chet can't keep up with you. Bully him. He's got F strength. And that's a foul. John Collins got a foul. He's too much of a beast. Money. And one more time. What rhymes with cash? Splash. We're about to win our back-to-back chip. Sure, the Xbox had to glitch out a little bit, but you know, that happens sometimes. I'm there. You can shoot as many of those contested threes as you want. I'm there. Kick it to Desmond Bain. Pump fake. Go around. Floater. Floater. That's not really a floater. I guess it's more of a fadeaway. Desmond Bain on Cade Cunningham. Two different types of bodies. What is happening? Why is Sadiq Bey just wide open the whole time? Can we just go over this? So, you know, just need to understand what happened here. So I'm on Cade Cunningham. You know, it's a little funky right here. He doesn't move, and I don't get any sort of animation bump. They're just kind of kicking me. It's fine. And then I'm stuck here, so I'm in recovery. I get a bump there, and then Cade Cunningham just continues to like dribble through me with no animation, and then steps back. Now Devin Vassell, you know, being the elite help defender that he is, he's like, oh, there's a wide open lane here, even though Cade Cunningham is stepping back. Let me fucking run to the other side of the court and leave Sadiq Bey wide open. 2K, man. Hit the Joker. Post up. You're too little. You can't guard me. Look at that. That's just too easy. That's why Chet Holmgren can't play center. That was the most realistic scouting report I've ever seen of Chet Holmgren. Cannot handle strength. F. Like, I think he can bench press maybe 7. Oh, is this Jokic running the break? Cross. Step back. Get in the post. Kick it. Kick it. Dunk it. I mean, you know, that was good basketball. Kind of boring. I guess that's the Spurs, right? They're like broccoli, just boring to watch. Very good for you though, very healthy. Like at the end of the day, everybody wants to be like the Spurs, but at the same time, you watch them and you go, yeah, that was a basketball play. Give me something filthy to do. Cross, dunk it, throw it down. Deontay Murray. That's really the best that I can do for fun stuff. Anyway, we win back to back. That's gonna do it for this one. 122 to 107. I'm sure Nikola Jokic wins NBA Finals MVP back to back, and he does. So that is gonna do it for this one. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next. What's wrong with you, Desmond Bain? You're heated. You just won 2 chips in a row.